All right, we got some visual effects put into this. We have the trigger or the cursor being able to actually attack and kill these ships or enemy targets that you have. So check it out here. It's actually pretty simple. If you go into VS Code, I created an enemy.cs script or class. And all we did is say, hey, I want to serialize a field that's a game object, and we're going to throw in a VFX game object into that field, right? And then OnParticleCollision, which is a method that's already built into Unity here, I want to instantiate that VFX that I told it to explode at the position of the identity of that VFX or the position of this object, which is whatever enemy object is going to explode, right? And then I want to obviously disappear or destroy that game object or that enemy ship. So it's a really simple script. And then I'll show you in Unity what I did here. In the hierarchy here, I created a explosion VFX. You'll see at the top there. Really simple. I'd love to make this better, but all it does is just show these, orange particles and kind of blast them out. Some of the changes that I did for that specifically is I went into the particle system. I created the emissions to change from 0 to 300. I also, in the top here, I have a start lifetime from 0.1 to 0.5. And then what I also did is let's see if the color over time has a transparency at the end, so they kind of start to disappear. And then if we go all the way down to the renderer, we used a different renderer, similar to the renderer we used for the laser beam. So that's why it says laser trail as the parent. And then there's one more thing here. I think I did shape. Yeah, the shape I made a sphere instead of like a square. You can put any shape you want in here, but I wanted the shape to kind of explode outwards, right, to make it more interesting. So anyways, let me show you real quick what it looks like when you're fighting the enemies. And I added some sample enemies there at the end so we can kind of see and get a better idea of what it looks like. I added 3 enemies here as they come at you, and they come at you fast. Obviously there's some game design elements of trying to figure out how to make it a little bit better, how to make the explosions better, how to make the enemies more interesting. But I think overall this is pretty cool. Here's the other ones I can show you here as I kind of shoot at these and explode them and these kind of balls. I have noticed too, there's a little bit of a bug, I think, because it depends on where they are in the distance if I'm aiming at them correctly. But anyways, super cool. I can shoot stuff, they explode. I mean, that's kind of like the basics of having a game together. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.